Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So quick little video for you all today. Most of my Thanksgiving cacti are in bloom. I do have several different colors. They are blooming a little bit early, but I think that is because of the cooler temperatures that we've been having at night. I do have my collection, most of my collection, sitting in my east-facing window. And in this room where they are sitting, there isn't a heat vent, so it does get a little bit cooler at night in here, which I think has encouraged the blooms. So anyway, they're looking super beautiful, and I figured I would just give you guys a quick little video to show you what they're looking like. So let me turn the camera around and we will jump on into the video. Okay, my friends, look at what we have here. Now, all of these cacti have been blooming for the last couple of weeks, so the blooms are close to being done, but I did just want to get, like, this one is starting to get a little bit wilted, so I just pinched that off. But I did want to show you guys, while they do still have a few blooms on them, what they're looking like. So as you all know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, the Thanksgiving cacti, or the holiday cacti in general, including the true Christmas cactus and the Easter cacti, they are some of my favorites in my collection. I first picked up my first Thanksgiving cactus probably about 5 or 6 years ago. That one was a red one, and since then I loved that one so much that the last couple of years, whenever I have seen a different color, I have been picking them up. Most of them I have gotten at box stores. This one here is cuttings from some customers on my husband's appliance route that he was able to pick up over the years. This one here is a peach one. I didn't even realize I actually had this one, to be honest with you. This particular pot has only bloomed for me this year. There are a couple of different colors in this pot, so I really wasn't aware of what colors I was going to have. But anyway, this is the first year that it's blooming, and there is a peach one in there. And right there's another bloom as well. So super pretty. I'm so glad that I finally have a peach one. I was hoping that once this one bloomed, that there would be peach in it, and thankfully there is one. This one back here is my yellow one. This one is a nice buttery yellow, and I've had that one for about 4 years. And let me see here, over here, this one here is a salmon colored one, so it's kind of like a burnt orange. Super beautiful. And this one I have had also for, I think this one probably about 3 years. And then this one here, my gold one, which is a little bit darker than this yellow one back here. This gold one I've had for, I'd say, about 2 years or so. And you can see here there's a little bloom that's just about spent, so I'm going to take this one off. Probably within the next day or so, I am going to take all of the dead blooms or the wilting blooms off of these. And hopefully they'll bloom for me again in a couple of weeks. That would be nice. This one back here is my purple one. So I have the purple, and then I also have one that is just a little bit lighter in color. This one is more pink, and I do have a larger cactus that has both pink and red in it, and that one is my larger one that sits on the left side of my living room. This one does not get as much sunlight as the ones that I keep on the right side of my living room. This one I have pulled back away from my east-facing window by just a couple of feet, and there is also a heat vent that is over on this side of the living room as well. So this one I don't think gets as cool at night time like these ones over here do. So this one is not blooming for me. Well, I guess there are just a couple of blooms on this one. I think my husband noticed that it had a couple of blooms about a week ago, but some of them may have fallen off. Let's see here. Here's one here. So anyway, the cooler temperatures and less sunlight are the conditions that actually encourage the Thanksgiving cacti or the holiday cacti to bloom. Temperature and sun have a lot to do with that. If we move back over to this side, the last color that I'd like to show you is the white one. They are so pretty. I think this one is actually called White Aspen. This is actually one that I ordered online about 3 years or so ago because I could not find a white one in the box stores. So I just decided to pick it up. And this is how big she is now after a couple of years. As far as how I care for my Thanksgiving cacti, I do keep these guys in my east-facing window. I water them throughout summertime. I water them once they get down to about a 2 or a 3 on my moisture meter. And around the time when I think they should be blooming, I cut that water down just a little bit, and I start to water them when they reach about a 1 on my moisture meter. From what I have read, my research, sometimes the blooms can be encouraged by holding off on the watering, just letting them dry out a little bit more than I normally do. So like I said, if I water them at a 2 or a 3 on my moisture meter throughout summer, around this time I just reduce that down and I water them when they reach about a 1 on my moisture meter. As far as fertilization, I fertilize these guys a couple of times throughout the growing season in the summertime. I'm not one that is super regimented when it comes to fertilizing. I know I should be. And hopefully maybe next season I'll get better at that. I do occasionally use the Osmocote granules, which they are good for, I think it's 3 to 6 months when you add those to the soil. And then, like I said, occasionally I do fertilize with fish fertilizer. I also have Super Thrive that I occasionally use as well. And yeah, so they seem to be doing fine. As far as propagation, these guys are super easy to propagate. All I do is pinch off a couple of segments and let them callus over for a couple of hours or a day or so. And then I pot them up directly into soil and they root within just a couple of weeks, about 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks or so. They're super easy to propagate. They never give me any issues. And yeah, just a super fun plant. Really, really love the holiday cacti. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying the content of my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here along with us. Take care guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.